No! Unfortunately, this isn't the first time I've ended up fighting for my life in the school showers. Twice a week, this used to happen after gym class, regular as clockwork. But Venom's a piece of cake after Flash Thompson and his ugly 12 apostles. Except, of course, this isn't Venom.
Hands off me, man.
This is a gangster's kid named Angelo Fortunato, and he just told me his dad bought him the symbiote at a supervillain auction. Okay, you little punk, you wanna do this? Let's do it. The old Venom would never have crashed my high school reunion and murdered an innocent person. The old Venom had a working set of morals, in his own strange and convoluted way. Are you telling me this line actually works sometimes? That some poor woman have actually fallen for this garbage? It's the truth, Mary Jane, and I'm only telling you because you look like the kind of girl that can keep a secret. You know how much the Bugle's offering for this information? I'm Spider-Man, baby. This is my gift. This is my curse. You come back to my place, and I'll even show you the old red and blue pajamas. Sorry, Spidey, but I'm already married to the Hulk, and you know how big and cranky he gets when someone hits on his girl. Oh my god. Okay, now I just feel stupid. Liz, hit the fire alarm. We need to evacuate the building. Good girl, MJ. Keep a clear head and get everybody out of here. I'll do what I can to take this fight outside. Pucker up, sweetie. Here's a big juicy wet one from your dear old aunt, Spidey.
Are you kidding? It's like you're moving in slow motion or something. Spider-Man.
He's learning fast, giving in to the symbiote instincts, and just fighting on autopilot here. Still, at least this gets the fight outside. Come on, guys! Move! You know the drill if there's a supervillain in the public building. Why does this keep happening to us, MJ? Why do these freaks keep following us around? This is insane. Fortunato's youngest couldn't have weighed more than 120, but this guy's twice the size of the old Venom. How's that even possible? Is he really packing that much hate? Whoa! You're a real disappointment. You know that, Angelo? $100 million on an alien suit, and you're still a freaking loser. Your dad must be really proud. Spider Sense kicks in with a 360 snapshot. Peking is yapping, people screaming, undercover cop holding a standard issue and wondering whether or not to fire. Not to mention the gas truck.
Get out of the way!
Excuse me, ma'am, but you forgot your dog. This is dangerous. Too many people around. A nerd that's suddenly as strong as a thing just has too much to prove. I have to close them down, fast.
Dude, I can't believe you're just a high school teacher. I always thought you'd be something cool, like a cop or a Navy SEAL. But you're nothing under that mask. My doorman probably makes more money than you do.
A clock ticks. The crowd inhales. The driver looks about 5'10". The passenger may be a little shorter. Time to show this punk who he's dealing with here.
Wow.
Look, he's getting away. Not so fast, Chuckles. Go get him, Spidey. Jeez, look at the mess of my freaking van. Got to keep in mind, he's just a kid. Black Cat said he's only doing this to please his nutcase dad and prove he's as sociopathic as the rest of the Fortunatos. Give it up, Angelo. I know geek when I smell it. And this whole Venom thing just isn't you.
Shut up. You don't know me. Nobody does.
Great. He's been Venom 10 minutes, and he's already learned all those tricks it took Eddie Brock months to master. Web spinning, invisibility, the power to block my spider sense. The suit really likes him. The two of them must be having one great conversation in there. Don't listen to it, Angelo. The suit just feeds on hate. It doesn't care about you. It's only gonna chew you up and spit you out like a chewed up Eddie Brock. You think Brock looked happy back there? You think being a monster feels any better than being a jerk? That classmate you killed is never coming back, man. Do you really want to be remembered as the guy who murdered an innocent bystander?
Nah, just the guy who killed Spider-Man.
What?
Oh my god, I did it. I killed him. All those big guys out there, Green Goblin, Doctor Doom, Dr. Octopus, and all those clowns. I just did what none of them could do, even when they all ganged up. And you know what? It wasn't even that difficult. I killed them for you, Dad. You hear me? Angelo Fortunato just killed Spider-Man.
He said this wouldn't happen. This is insane. He promised there wouldn't be any risk.
What? Who the hell are you?
All we wanted was the Bugle's $5 million for Spider-Man's secret identity. Nobody was supposed to get hurt. Nobody was supposed to die.
Oh, shit.
No more chances, dirtbag. I know you were the family joke. I know people poked fun at you your entire life. I know these powers were your first chance to dazzle your old man. But that's still no excuse. You weren't bullied any more than I was, Angelo. You weren't punched or kicked or spat on any more than me. You were given great powers, and you used them to kill people, you little freak. So like I said, no more chances.
Please, don't hit me anymore. I give up. What are you talking about? You're twice as strong as he is. Take him down, Angelo. One punch from you could take this insect's head off. Angelo, keep it together. Your fear is shaking us apart. Stay focused. We can finish this. Stay focused, Angelo. Fight back, you little runt. Fight back, or I'll kill you myself.
I can't. He's too good at this. What chance does someone like me have against Spider-Man, for God's sake? I should never have listened to you.
Angelo, what are you thinking? Do you realize how much this is going to disappoint your father?
That's been disappointed in me since the second I was born, man. This is all just business as usual.
You know your problem, Angelo? You just don't have enough venom.
Jesus, where are you going?
To find someone else. What does it look like? You're even more pathetic than Eddie Brock ended up.
Oh my God. Angelo, go limp. No. Oh no. Only one shooter working after the fight, and the idiot used up all my web fluid. Angelo! Mary, Mother of God. 1 hour later, Angelo's father shows up with all these fat uncles and cousins, and the whole scene is ripped straight from The Sopranos. The Don himself is finished. This was all he had left, but he looks strangely proud as he stands there and stares, like he finally made something of the kid that endangered his legacy. Poor Eddie Brock. He opened up his wrist at 53rd and Broadway, and doesn't look like he'll make the night. He tried to be good. He tried to make up for all those horrible things he's done in the past. But he's only unleashed the worst aspect of himself now. A monster without a conscience. Of course, Brock's not the only one with blood on his hands tonight. That's the third death in many days, thanks to this stupid $5 million competition the Daily Bugle's been running. Jameson's completely out of control here. Sales might be going through the roof, but I have to stop this now, before anyone else dies. The only question is, am I sneaky enough to pull this off?
Wait a minute. What exactly are you saying here, Parker? Are you telling me you've won the competition? You figured out who Spider-Man really is?
Absolutely.
So why should everyone leave the room? If these pictures are for real, we're talking pages 1 through 25 of tomorrow morning's paper, kid.
To be honest, I'm not sure you're going to run them when you see who we're talking about here.
Highly unlikely, but if that's the only way you're going to show me, I guess the boys and girls can take a walk, right?
Much appreciated.
You're more than welcome. Now, what have you got here? Spider-Man climbing into his apartment? Spider-Man lying on his bed? Spider-Man watching TV? Spider-Man changing in the alley?
Got them all with a telephoto lens, boss man. Got a name, address, and everything you could ever want.
But what's his name, Parker? Tell me who he is.
John Jameson. Spider-Man's your son, Jonah. I really am truly sorry.
What?
We've had a deal going back years. I took the pictures and John got a cut of the cash. How do you think I got all those exclusives? How do you think I got all those close-up shots?
But that's impossible. Spider-Man saved John from that shuttle accident. They've even had a couple of fights when John had his little problem a few years back.
That a fact? You never read comic books growing up? You never see the stunts superheroes pull to protect their secret identities? Why else do you think Spider-Man's been playing gags on his old man all these years? He's been doing everything he could to throw people off the scent.
Oh my God. Are you sure about this, Parker?
He's using John's bathroom here, Jonah.
But why wouldn't he tell me?
Who knows? Maybe he just didn't like what you were writing about him. Either way, John asked me to never tell you any of this, which is why I'm guessing you'll do the decent thing and never actually print these pictures.
Of course. How could I print pictures of my own son? The competition's dead and buried, Parker. But what about the prize money?
Excuse me?
The $5 million our anonymous donor gave me to fund this little offer. I'm hardly gonna give you the whole $5 million if I can't print any of these pictures.
What?
Let's say you get $500,000 and the balance rests in a private bank account in case our anonymous donor ever comes forward. Naturally, I'll need to take expenses from said account, compensation to help me through the trauma of what I've just found out about my own flesh and blood.
But I don't want $500,000.
Don't try to hustle me, you little crook. 10% is way too generous for photographs I'm never going to use. Take your money and get out of here, kid. I obviously got a lot of thinking to do before I go home tonight.
Just keep walking, Peter. Stay cool. You turn down this cash and Jonah's gonna see right through you, man. You've got to act like everything is kosher or you blow this thing wide open. But you can't keep this money. It's $500,000 for God's sake. So what? Whoever donated this cash is probably the same person who murdered Aunt May. He only did this to slowly drive me nuts. I deserve a little good luck for a change. But it doesn't belong to you, Peter. You haven't earned it. What are you talking about? I've been shot, stabbed, electrocuted, and run over since this guy started wrecking my life. I've earned this money 10 times over. If you can't give it back, you have to give it away, Peter. Are you insane? This could wipe out all the debts Mary Jane rung up. This money could be the answer to all our problems. But it's not your money, Peter. Jameson seemed happy enough, but it's not your money. Oh God. Face it, Tiger. You were just too well raised.
Sorry I'm late, Paolo. My kid just wouldn't let me out of the door tonight. I think he must have cried himself to sleep.
You think I give a rat's ass, Ramona? All I know is I missed my damn bus. And while I remember, you think you could tell your boy my restaurant ain't a post office box?
What are you talking about, Paolo? He's 4 years old.
Well, some guy just left a big heavy case for him. I don't know what the hell is in this thing, but I just about bust a...
Shut up, Paolo.
What?
Who did you say left this behind?
I don't know, some guy with brown hair and a brown jacket. Said an old man called Adrian asked him to drop this off. Name mean anything to you? Parker, you must be just about the biggest softie in the world. Can you imagine the Punisher doing this for one of his bad guys? 2 days after the incident, Mary Jane and I are asked to give a statement about Venom injuring all my classmates and murdering poor Seymour O'Reilly. All the time we're talking, I'm thinking how pathetic this is, and how I've had to lie through my teeth since the moment I first sewed this mask together. Sorry, I thought I had my cell phone switched off. As soon as I find Aunt May's killer, this stupid costume is going in the trash and staying there this time. Hello? Sorry, it's his aunt. She's really old and she's always calling to see if he can do stuff for her. Hello, Peter. That was an interesting way to spend your share of the money I gave to Jameson. But what about Eddie Brock? It's always a shame to lose a colleague like that. But he just didn't fit in with the plans we have for your new and improved road gallery.
What? Is this you?
I'm going to kill you for this. Do you understand me? I'm going to hunt you down and kill you for murdering my Aunt May.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves, shall we? There's a lot of people involved in this situation, Peter. And to tell you the truth, you've just seen the tip of the iceberg so far.
What were the cops doing with Audio Octavius? Why is Osborn in such terrible danger? Why has dear old Aunt May been integral to all my plans? Meet me for lunch tomorrow, and I'll give you the whole story. Ciao for now.